Hi, I'm Megan, and I wanted to say thank you so much for signing up for the webinar. And between now and then, I want to give you a few tips that you can use to start networking more effectively today. So let's start with body language. So when you go to a networking event, what are you communicating? What is your communication? Are you crossing your arms? Do you have a frown on your face? Are you interested in meeting people? Or are you open and talking with your hands and smiling and make eye contact? Or my favorite, are you really uncomfortable and not sure what you need to do, so you're playing with your phone? Or do you have your hands behind your back and you're looking interested in meeting new people? Body language is going to tell other people whether we're approachable or not approachable. Okay? The other tip that I want to give you is a very practical one on how to work a room. So we're going to talk about this, and I'm going to show you some visuals. So this is body position. As you can tell, we're looking from the top down. This is people we call in a closed two. They're usually people who know each other very well, and they're very close. Their shoulders are square. They're having a personal conversation. This is what we call an open two. So they're open for introduction. You can see they're kind of shoulder to shoulder, and they're welcoming other people in to talk with them as well if you would like to approach them. This is a closed three. Many times it was an open two. Now it's a closed three because someone walked up and joined them. With an closed three, it's a little bit harder to be able to get into one of these nook and crannies for them to realize you would like to strike up a conversation with them. So a little bit more challenging. And then this is an open three. You can come up, you can introduce yourself one side to the other. And then lastly, the last two are our closed four. Our closed four is usually people who have comparable industries. A lot of times this is bankers, or this is accountants, or maybe engineers, and they're all talking shop, okay? Very difficult to get into this conversation most of the time because they're in a closed body position. And then last but not least, an open four. I don't recommend actually approaching an open four from the middle. I recommend you approach them from one side or the other. Now let's talk about working a room. So what happens if you walk into a room? Where do you go first? Well, first I recommend you go into the open twos. Then once you've exhausted your open twos, I recommend going to open threes. Open threes just tend to be a little bit more intimidating. Then you can go to open fours, okay? Open fours. Then I would come back to the closed threes, and last but not least, the closed fours, okay? Individuals who are standing around, obviously, they're always open for introduction because they can't wait to talk to someone. But this would be how I would work it if it was groups of people. Once you've gone to the networking event, you've met some few people, now what? Well, that's where I'm going to give you a downloadable right after this. You can click the link and download what we call the Gains Profile. And the Gains Profile is a great relationship building tool. Basically, what you're going to want to do is all these people you've met at this networking event, you want to sit down with them afterwards and get to know them better, build a relationship. And the Gains Profile will help you have a reason to have the conversation, and will give you a guide into what that first conversation feels like between the person that you're trying to build trust with and yourself, so that you can start building a referral relationship. Look forward to seeing you on the webinar, and talk to you soon.